Good day everyone. This project is about controlling an RGB LED using Arduino. An RGB LED has three tiny LEDs, red, green, and blue, inside one casing. By mixing these three colors in different intensities, we can produce almost any color we want. So for this project, we need an RGB LED as our light source. Each color channel, red, green, and blue, needs its own 220 ohm resistor to avoid damage. We also use jumper wires for the connections.
Okay, so this program controls an RGB LED to cycle through different colors. So, of course, you need the RGB LED that is provided in the Arduino kit. Then we have the in for we have to set a pin for each of the RGB legs. So we have the red pin, we have the tree. We will set up the 3, we have the green pin which is set up to 6, and the blue pin which is set up to 5. Why this weird number? Because we have from the testing, pins 6, 5, and 3 are the only pins that outputs analog write properly, because it is one of the only few pins that has the feature of pulse width modulation. This is really important for analog write that will be explained later. So we have the void setup. As usual, we will put a pin mode for each pin. We have the red pin, the blue pin, and the green pin. So it is now going to be each pin are now ready to be outputted voltage. Now we have a cute function here. We have the void set RGB, and we have the parameters for each value of the red, green, and blue light. So now we have to analog write the red pin, red value. This is supposed to be blue for the red value. We have analog write blue pin, blue value, which is supposed to be blue for the blue value, and same for the green pin. We have the green pin and the green value, which is blue for the green value. So essentially, if you have let's say we have 255 for green value, and then 0 for red and blue value. That means the red pin will have no value, the blue pin will have no value, but the green pin will have a green value of 255, meaning it will bright really bright. But it will light up really bright and green. Yeah. But only for the green. So the output that we will be getting there is just the LED light turning green. So how do we put the void loop now? So we have the set RGB. This is the function here to 255 0 0. This outputs red. So essentially that means that the red pin will have 255 value, the blue pin will have 0 value, and the green pin would have 0 value. So only the red pin would have a value, that means the LED light will turn red. And then we have the delay of 1000 so that we can separate each color really deep. Then we have the set RGB to 0 to 150. This outputs green because it is the green value that we will. It's the green value that is the in the middle. So we have 0 for red value, 255 for the green value, and then 0 for the blue value. That means it will output green because both red and blue value would have 0 value. So meaning the red pin and blue pin would not light up. Only the green pin would light up, and then it will output green. And then same here for the here for this line of code, we have 00 to 55. It's just the blue value that's lighting up, not the red and green value. That means it will output blue. So what if we mix it up? Let's say for example we have 0 for red value, yeah, but then we have 255 for green value and 255 for blue value. So what would that turn out into? Well, since blue and green mix up, that means we'll have cyan, because green and blue equals cyan. So if we have no value for red but we have value for both green and blue, the green and blue value would mix up, and then the green light and the blue light, would mix up, and then it will turn into a beautiful cyan. So essentially the RGB LED can mix up the light from emitting from each pin, which will generate really beautiful and really vibrant colors of LED. So let's say we have 255 for red value and then 255 for blue value. Red and blue, that is magenta, right? It's really cool. And then we have 255 for red, 255 for green, that will turn into yellow. And then what will happen if we turn off everything, like red, green, and blue? It will turn into white. Isn't it beautiful? It's really, really beautiful. I like the RGB LED. It's really good. And then if we set all of them to 0, it will output a no value, because each pin is now turned off. That means our RGB light would not output any light whatsoever. And then, so the pattern here is red, green, blue light, then cyan, magenta, yellow, white, and then the RGB light would turn off. And then it will just loop in and of itself. How exciting.